Hi, everybody. Welcome to Building a Powerful Mindset and a Confident Voice. I'm Tina Bangel, and I'm so thrilled that you're here. Thank you so much, Anna Marie, for inviting me to be part of this virtual retreat. And I'm really excited. I hope you enjoy this workshop. So let's get straight into it. So, this training is designed to help you break free from what's been holding you back from showing up fully as your best self so you can finally achieve your big goals and go from where you are now to where you would love to be. I'm Tina Bangle. I'm a vocal coach based in Sydney, Australia. I'm also the founder of One Voice School of Singing and an author. I recently published a book called My Lola, which is all about my mum and how she brings the family together with her beautiful Filipino food. I'm a professional singer. I've been fortunate enough to do backing vocals for some Filipino celebrities that tour Australia. I am also a podcaster, an NLP master practitioner. You can find my work on Spotify, Apple Music, and also I've been featured on a few publications like Marie Claire and Huffington Post and Inspired Coach. And my students have been fortunate enough to be featured on The Voice here in Australia. Many of them have done professional musicals and also have performed overseas, such as the major theme parks in LA. So I'm really, really excited to share with you some of the work that I do with some of my clients. And I hope you really get a lot out of this guided visualization. So today, have a pen handy. I'd like you to, if you can, we'll be using the limiting beliefs workshop, which you can download at tinabangle.com/worksheet. If you can't get it, it's okay. Just grab a piece of paper or a notepad and you can just jot down some of the diagrams that are on the screen. So it's no problem at all if you haven't downloaded it at all. This training will run for about 30 minutes and it's a guided visualization process that will require you to have your full attention. So if you have any distractions like your phone, see if you can turn that off so you can get the most out of this workshop. On the worksheet, you'll find the Wheel of Life. So this is where we're going to clarify where you currently are in the 7 areas of your life. So the 7 areas is financial, work and career, health and fitness, relationships, recreation and free time, personal development, and community and contribution. So with this, I would love you to fill out your score and score yourself in the level of satisfaction in each area of your life. 0 being that you're not satisfied, and then 10 being that you're extremely satisfied. So I'll just give you a few minutes to figure out where you're situated at the moment. Now, from here, you're going to pick the area where you feel you have the least amount of success or an area where you would love to improve your circumstances on. And from here, you're going to see which area of your life you're satisfied with and which area you're least satisfied with. So hopefully everybody's done that. Today, you're going to identify the areas where you may have blocks or emotional challenges that have kept you from making progress in those areas. By identifying these areas, it'll be easy for you to break free from the patterns so that you can live a more fulfilling and rewarding life. So 3 years ago, I actually did this training and more in depth coaching to help me through some unconscious blocks that have been controlling my thoughts and behaviors since I was a child. Okay, so if you have created your, you've figured out the least satisfied area in your life, you can jot that down and think about that, and have a think about why we feel stuck. Okay, so there are three things uh, that we go through to feel stuck. So one of them is fear. It's fear of uncertainty, or we might create a story that hasn't happened yet, and we can like home in on that so much so that we fear it and we feel that stuck. Um, so what we will do in this visualization is replace it with imagining something that we want. Another way we feel stuck is not knowing what to do. We just don't know the next step. So for you, it might be to learn a new skill or get a coach. And then the last one is limiting beliefs. These beliefs are normally formed at the age of 3 to 8 years old. It's when we first experience embarrassment or failure or sadness or fear. So I'd like you to keep all those things in mind while we go through this visualization process. So, limiting belief and limiting decisions is something that you believe to be true that limits you in some way. And we all have been through it. The limiting belief could be about you, other people, or even the world. So, one of the challenges with limiting beliefs is that most of us don't think we have them, or it's very hard to pinpoint. So, for example, for myself, when I was younger, I was playing a tune on the piano, and my friend was teaching me the tune. And she said to me, "Oh, you can't play the piano because your fingers are too short." So, of course, my younger self believed it, and then I didn't go and learn the piano, and I didn't end up touching the piano. So, because of that fear of failure. So I would like you during this visualization to probably think of a time where you experience something similar, that's kind of where you have created that limiting belief for yourself. So we're going to identify and remove the blocks. So we're going to identify the event that was limiting you, and we're going to do a few things like scanning the body to figure out the feeling. So let me chat about the scan of the body while we do the visualization. So what I'm going to do is we're going to feel where you feel the most tension or where you feel numbness, and you're going to scan the body, see where the feeling is. You're going to describe the feeling. So whether it was a fear-based feeling or any tension or numbness, whether it feels hot or cold, or whether it feels wet or dry, or is it a big shape, like circle or square, or it could be a form of an animal. So what shape is that feeling? So we're going to go through that together as we do the visualization. And when you find that event, what you need to do is remember, or just I'm going to ask you questions like where you were, where you are, how old are you, um, who's there with you, what's happening, what are they saying, who's saying what. Then I'll ask you, did you make a decision in that moment or time that is still limiting you? And then you're going to figure out what the belief is that you took on that during that time. And once you've done that, I'll ask you to go back to your young child and actually give them advice. So you're going to see yourself as that child and go to that child and actually tell them or share with them some wisdom that you have as an adult about that event. And then you're going to look at it at a different perspective. Did you develop something positive because of that event? And then I'm going to take you through that visualization. And then from there, you may have to forgive someone or some people. And we're going to just slowly go through that guided visualization. So some of you may feel like you need to cry, and that's okay. Do that if you feel like there is a need to shed some tears. And some of you, you may not feel anything. Okay. So normally, it's almost like like an onion. You just need to keep peeling off the layers and finding, it's part of your healing process. Okay. So let's go ahead and find a nice spot where you feel comfortable. You could be sitting down or lying down. Let's find a spot where you won't feel interrupted, and let's get into our guided visualization. Thank you so much for trusting me, and I hope that this will help free you from any limiting beliefs that you may have or that feeling of overwhelm. I just want you to feel that you can do this and that you can get through this. So let's get into it.
Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. Notice what you are experiencing as you inhale to the count of 6 and exhale to a count of 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's continue to take more deep cleansing breaths. And breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice as you slowly take your long, deep breaths, just notice if there's any tension in your face. Let your face relax around your eyes, around your jaw and mouth. As you take your next breath, notice the muscles in your neck. As you take your next breath in, notice the muscles in your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Become aware of the muscles in your upper back, and as you exhale, let that go. Become aware of your muscles in your lower back, and let the chair or the floor support your body. Become aware of the muscles in your chest, in your abdomen and lower torso. Feel yourself continuing to breathe in deeply and notice the muscles in your right thigh from hip to your right knee, then the muscles from your left thigh from the hip to your left knee. Let go of tension. Notice your right knee down to your ankle, calf muscle down to your foot, and release the tension. Do the opposite leg, your left knee down to your calf muscle, to your ankle, and down to your foot. Breathe in. Imagine the flow is moving through your chest wall into your heart, and exhale. Breathe through your chest wall into your heart. Each time you breathe in, your heart expands and grows larger. Fill your heart with love, compassion, gentle awareness, and be fully present and fully aware. Now begin to focus on the area of your life that you are having a hard time creating what you want. An area where you feel stuck or blocked. Something you want to create, or perhaps you want more wealth, or a job, or a healthy relationship, or feel free of chronic pain or illness, or you may want to have more fun. Whatever it might be, what is that area where you feel stuck? As you focus in those areas of your life where you feel stuck, or you feel you haven't been able to create, or nothing seems to work out to where you want it to go, I want you to feel the feeling that you're getting from that. What's the feeling that you're getting from that? What's the feeling you get from knowing that you are trying to achieve something, but you just can't seem to do what you want? As you think about this, begin to scan your body. Start from the top of your head and down to your body. Notice where in your body you can feel any pain or numbness as you try and focus on that situation that you are in. When you find that place, when you notice the tension or pain or numbness, begin to focus your attention on it and notice, what shape is it? Is it circle or round or square? Is it a spider or an octopus coming out of it? How wide is it? How thick is it from the bottom to the top and front to back? Does it feel solid or hollow? Does the surface seem wet or dry? Is the temperature hot or cold? And if it had a color, what would it be? Inside this sensation or shape, what is the feeling or emotion? Can you feel that emotion? Allow yourself to fully experience that. Let yourself go back to the earliest time you can remember feeling the same sensation or the same feeling. Go back in time and when you get there, notice where you are. Are you inside or outside? How old are you? Are you alone or with other people? And if there were other people, who are they? What's happening? Is there something you want that's happening or not happening? What are the people saying or doing? If you are alone, what are you experiencing? What are you telling yourself? Was there a limiting belief or limiting decision about yourself or life or relationship that you took on at that time? Now, if you could go back in time and space to what you know now, the age you are, and if you could go back to this younger self and coach this younger self, what would you tell yourself? What would you tell yourself about your worth? What new understanding or interpretation you could give yourself about this event? What strengths or qualities have you developed from this event? Is there an association that you experienced with the block you are having? Coach your younger self from this perspective of where you are now. Help your younger self now. Help them to make a new empowering belief. What would be that new belief about yourself? About life, about relationships, about this area of your life you have been focusing on. Find that new belief that will empower you and replace this old belief that may have been running you for years. Think if there's anyone you need to forgive as part of the experience. Is there somebody you need to forgive? Forgive that person so that you can go free and so that you can let go. Maybe you need to say to them, I don't like what you did. I don't condone what you did. I understand that you tried your best with the limited tools or awareness at the time. I am now willing to forgive you so that I now can go free and live the life of my dreams. So see yourself forgiving anyone you need to forgive. Now look at your younger you and tell them that you will always be there for them. That you're going to leave them now. That you can always access them. That you love them and you support them. Now let yourself move forward into the future to where you are 85 years old. You are wise and enlightened. You are the result of all the work you've done on yourself. And you are all the wisdom that you've gained. What advice from this presenting issue or being stuck would you give your current age self from the perspective of your 85-year-old enlightened self? Now come back to the current moment in time, having experienced what you have experienced, having heard what you have heard, and feel what you felt. Has it changed? Has it completely dissolved? Think about the presenting issue where you felt stuck. How does it feel now? And when you're ready, open your eyes and gently stretch and come fully back into your body. And what I'd like you to do is to find your sheet of paper or worksheet. I'm going to give you a few minutes to write down what your insights were, what you felt.
So thank you so much for being part of this guided visualization. I hope you did gain a lot of insights from it, and hopefully it kind of helps you heal a little bit. You can follow my work at tinabangel.com, and I'm on social media at Tina Bangel. And I'd like to offer you a 1 hour coaching discovery session to help clarify your goals and dreams. Normally, this is $100 for the session, but I'm giving it to you for half the price, which is $50 for the session. And we can talk about what are your goals and what are your dreams and how we can start the process moving forward. So let me know. Feel free to message me, and you can visit www.tinabangle.com/discovery session. And we can chat about that and hopefully um, guide you in this process of going for those big goals for yourself. So thank you again. And thank you, Anna Marie, for inviting me to be part of this virtual retreat. And I'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody.